Hey guys, Joshua here, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Inwin 303 PC case. Back to the case itself, the side actually looks very sleek, and the interesting thing about this case, I don't think I've seen this design anywhere else, is all you need to do is just press down on... There's this little lever inside the handle, and the entire tempered glass panel just comes off. And then you can just lift it out very easily. Turning the case to the back, the top has a honeycomb-like hole design. So this is where your radiator or fans will sit to either push or pull air in, and they are removable by thumb screws. It's also super easy to take out. Before we take a look on the inside, so from the top you'll see that there's a power button. Then going down, you're going to see the Inwin logo, two USB 3.0 ports, headphone and mic jack, and also a USB-C port. So the interesting thing about this is actually all these logos and ports actually light up when the whole case is powered on. One of the last outer features about this is that there's only a single air filter on the bottom of the case, and because the feet are propped up very nicely, you can just pull it and you can clean the filter very easily. The case supports up to ATX, micro ATX and mini ITX motherboards, so it's going to be situated here, and then the graphics cards, you'll notice where you actually slot them in is a bit lower than most cases. This is due to the fact that the PSU is actually going to be mounted up here, which I'll talk about that in a little bit. So yeah, a slightly different design. And the cool thing about this is Inwin actually has also provided this little bracket thing. And the thing about this bracket is, so you know how sometimes longer graphics cards, they tend to sag to the bottom? There's actually a way to mount this so you can actually keep your graphics card straight up and have extra support for it so the GPU doesn't sag, which is just a really very nice touch to me. This top compartment is where you're going to be installing the PSU, and as you can see on the back, there's the cutout so you can screw in your PSU and have your power cable running through and stuff like that. And the reasoning behind this separate chamber on the top for Inwin, they've said that this is due to the fact that they want to separate where your PSU and your GPU and motherboard actually live. So having a top one there, they can ensure that the climate up there doesn't interfere with where your motherboard and your GPU is going to be. For fan options, on the top, you're going to be able to fit in 320mm fans or a single 360mm radiator, while on the back, you can fit in a 120mm fan, so only one, or a single 120mm radiator. Meanwhile, for the bottom, you can only fit in 320mm fans, and yeah, you won't be able to fit a radiator in on the bottom. For cable management, as you can see, there's actually quite a lot of space to cable manage. So you actually have this top part compartment here where even if your PSU is installed here, you're going to have space here to be able to stuff the cables, and there's about a 2 to 3mm width between the back and where you're going to be putting on the case. So yeah, you're going to get quite a lot of space to cable manage, so that's pretty nice. Okay, just a few more details about the case is that this fits two 3.5-inch drives and two 2.5-inch drives inside the case on either the front or back, and it is made out of SECC material, which is basically cold rolled steel and then coated with zinc, so it's very sturdy. The case dimensions are 501mm in height, 238mm in width, and 490mm in depth, and it weighs in at about 11 kilograms without anything installed in it. For those of you that are going to be running air coolers for the CPU heatsink max support is 160mm, but I will be using an AIO, so that's not going to be a problem for me. And something interesting about this case is that there is no frontal air intake, so I'm not sure if you go with a fully air-cooled system how good that will be, but this does look like it would actually be very sick to water cool in, because there's quite a bit of space for the reservoir and radiators on the bottom and everything. I'm still learning water cooling and hopefully can get a video up on it in the near future. I think that's basically it for the case, and I'm going to be building in this very soon. So be sure to subscribe for the future build log and test videos, etc. Like the video, and like I said, subscribe for more tech and gaming content. Hit the notification bell to get notified when new videos come up, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!